Justin Timberlake got pulled over and was given a DUI in the Hamptons in 2024. Okay, he has paid the $500 fine. He did, I forget exactly how many hours of community service, and he had his license revoked for 90 days. Light sentence for a celebrity, because he was in the Hamptons and he's Justin Timberlake.
Right.
So it's all over. Now, Justin Timberlake has just filed a lawsuit 2 years later. And we want to know, what's the lawsuit about and why is he placing it now after all these years? We do have our official attorney, Lisa Lanier, on the phone to break it down for us. Good morning, Lisa.
Hey, good morning. Yeah,
Hi.
Justin Timberlake just wishes this would go away.
Yeah.
And that's why he's trying to make it go away, because what has happened is there were, of course, all kinds of videos, like body cam videos and other videos. I think inside the cell once he was detained, and apparently he comes off really poorly in these videos, as you might imagine.
Mm-hmm.
In particular, I think he's more worried about how he looked when he was being booked and when he was originally incarcerated, because he was very distraught, and I think he thinks he comes off looking even worse than the drunken part.
Oh.
But at least that's what I've heard. But what has happened is the town of the village of Sag Harbor has received a bunch of essentially similar to FOIA. A lot of people have heard of FOIA, Freedom of Information Act. That's federal, but states have similar laws, and in this case, it's called FOIL. It's a Freedom of Information law, and it says that anything like a body cam or that sort of thing, it becomes public record, and so people are asking for it. News, of course, outlets are asking for it. And so he doesn't want it released, and he's fighting it. And so the judge is having to balance the Freedom of Information law and its interests in public disclosure, of any kind of public record against the privacy rights of an individual. So that's what's at play.
He's suing over, he thinks he could win money, or what is he suing over?
No, he's just trying to stop the release of all that video footage of him.
Like all the body cam stuff. Isn't already out there on the internet? Yeah. He can't get it scrubbed. If it's out there, it's going to... To me...
Not the official... I don't think the official police videos are all out there. I think what's out there is maybe bystander videos. But what he's trying to block is that there are all kinds of official police videos of him. All kinds. All the way through booking.
And he's worried about his reputation.
Yeah, do you think he'll win this case?
Well, right now, so he has blocked the release that was planned with a motion that he filed with the court, a complaint he filed with the court on March 2nd. Because they were planning to release, it was a redacted version, so it wasn't the full version. But the judge, he already heard from the parties, and the judge said, look, I'm not going to rule right now. I'm going to say, for now, don't release it. And I'm going to send the two parties, which is the village of Sag Harbor and their police department, and the other side, of course, Justin Timberlake and his people, I'm going to send you guys back to talk, and you guys work this out. And that's how the judge left it. So I think what the judge is hoping that they will come up with is maybe a more fully redacted, not completely redacted, but more redacted version of it that addresses Timberlake's privacy concerns, but at the same time honors the Freedom of Information law. So I think he's looking to strike a balance. Because,
release half the video.
Yeah, right. What I imagine they might release is the part that was out in public view, but not the part that occurred inside the walls of the jail. And I know what type of society we live in with money and power and fame, but does Joe Blow get this same, would they have the same outcome with something like this? Or they'd be like,
well, would they have been taking body cam footage, or would there have been other people filming it?
Yeah,
I don't know if it's just Joe Blow.
I've filmed people when they get arrested before.
He has shown that his celebrity got him a slap on the wrist for the DUI itself.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, most people would have gotten a more harsh sentence than that. And so, most people don't have the assets and the ability to challenge the release of a video. And also, most people, nobody's submitting a Freedom of Information law request because nobody cares to see your video. So it's a unique situation all the way around. But I think what they ought to do is release the parts where he was out, basically on the street being arrested, but not the parts that occurred inside, like the four walls of the jail, because he does not have a privacy interest in something that happened out in public. But I do think the privacy interest goes up, his privacy interest goes up, once he is processed inside the four walls of the jail.
Yeah, I think that would be fair. You know, whatever anybody passing by could see is fair game. But yes, once you go into the jail, then okay.
Well, like Ghislaine Maxwell, they released footage of her in her prison cell.
24 hours a day.
Yeah, yeah. Is it up there all the time? Oh, it is? I didn't know that.
Oh, it's terrible. And that's what they have of him. They have footage of him, I think, inside a cell. And apparently, I mean, what I've heard, I don't know if this is at all factual. This is on one of those deep, like I've gone down the rabbit hole and I've read all the Reddit.
Yeah.
You're on Reddit, yeah.
I've been on Reddit, but apparently he's like wallowing on the floor crying like a baby, and he doesn't want people to see that.
I want to see it.
Oh, I know, me too.
And we can make videos with Cry Me a River playing. Oh my gosh, that'd be so awesome.
This is what he doesn't want.
So viral.
This is why he's going to court.
Yeah, so this is actually a good PR move because I thought, like, why is he bringing attention back to this thing that no one's talking about?
Right.
Because he knows that he was a biznitch in the cell, which we all would be.
I would be 100%. Yes.
Yeah.
No,
100%.
I remember the one time I was, I guess, detained. I guess I was arrested in Myrtle Beach when I yelled something out of a car during spring break, which I learned, like, if you make any noise during spring break, they would arrest you. I had friends that got arrested because their music was too loud.
Well,
or detained or whatever, and you pay a fine.
they're trying to keep the peace.
But I remember when I was so shocked because one minute I'm like with my friends laughing, and I just yelled something like inappropriate to somebody, like as a joke, at a guy that was hitting on girls in our car. Acted like I was gay, and I was just like, hey, like what about me type of thing. But it was inappropriate what I said. I can't say what it is.
Oh.
And all of a sudden, whoop, 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 behind me, Jason, can you do the sound? And I'm like, what? I'm like, are my plates expired or?
Well, because you are you.
I am me.
Yeah, you haven't changed much.
I could be like, I don't know. And he's like, your disorderly conduct, come with me. And I'm like, what? Thought I was going to talk.
Oh my
He put
God.
me in handcuffs. I was the driver. So I have 6 people in my car, like 3, and they're all from my church too. Like all
you should have been, if you're so pro Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, you shouldn't have been cursing in the first place. Is from
Or
what I
saying what
understand.
you shouldn't have been
I know,
saying.
but I also believe in repentance. You know, we all make mistakes.
Of course.
He
But
who's out
with
sin.
all the bad stuff that happens up and down the strip in
I
Myrtle
know.
Beach, the cop picks the Christian, Mormon kid that doesn't drink, that's like in the car with all of his church buddies too.
I know that yelled something. They could say, "Hey, just don't do that." Well, all right, but especially at that time, I just knew that. Okay, so I get in the back and I turn into a biznitch real fast. I was like, officer, I go to church every Sunday.
I'm sober.
Yeah, I don't drink. Like, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. That was wrong. But like, I'm such, like, I've never been in trouble with the law.
Did you cry?
No, I didn't cry.
Please
I
call
was
my mommy
shocked.
and daddy.
Yeah, please.
No, I didn't call them. I think they found it on the air years later that even happened.
That's always fun.
But then I go in, I'm in a holding cell with a bunch of 18-year-olds, and then I'm like, what is happening? Like spring breakers. And they're like, my music was too loud. I'm like, what? You pay the fine, let you go, and then never heard anything about it. It's not on your record or anything.
Maybe it's just a money grab.
It was.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was a money grab.
But I was like terrified, though, because I'm like, because there's also like adults in the holding cell. I mean, I was like 18, but there's adults in the holding cell that look like they had committed like a serious crime. I'm like, this is not cool.
I don't blame Justin Timberlake. I don't for being if that really is true that he was on the floor crying or whatever. You
It's
react
not a good
how
look.
you react how you react. Yeah. But you're right. It's not a good look.
But he sure did take the lesser sentence
Of
because
course,
he's famous.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's the privilege of being famous.
Yeah.
All right, Lisa, you're awesome. We
Thank you,
appreciate
Lisa.
If you're ever injured, contact her right away at hireaheavyweight.com. She's a top 100 attorney in the entire country, which is awesome.
It's great.